What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the latest Liverpool transfer news video, and we have a banger for you guys because Thiago Alcantara, the 29-year-old Spanish midfielder, world class, playing for Bayern Munich, has pulled out of contract negotiations with Bayern. He just has 1 year left on his contract and he had enough because Bayern didn't offer him what he wanted, and now he wants to try out a new challenge and go to Liverpool. That's according to Christian Falk, the German football expert who is working for the Sport Bild newspaper. They are saying that Thiago Alcantara has told his teammates that he wants to go to Liverpool and wants to experience the Premier League, and he wants to sign for the best club in the world right now, Liverpool FC. So let me know what do you think about this, and we have all the details about this in this video. And if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. A lot of you guys are watching these videos and not all of you are subscribed, so subscribe and like the video if you enjoy the transfer news. And Christian Falk is saying that Thiago Alcantara had enough success at Bayern Munich. He won 7 straight Bundesliga titles and he won like 14 trophies with Bayern Munich, and he won another 8 trophies with Barcelona before that, and he won 9 league titles in 10 seasons for Thiago Alcantara, which is an absolutely outstanding record. And I really hope that he comes to Liverpool because he is an absolute world-class player. He's very reliable, he's not injury prone, he has 31 goals in 230 appearances for Bayern Munich. Usually he scores between 5 to 10 goals a season, and also at Barcelona he scored 11 goals in 101 appearances. So he is a very experienced player. He's also a Spanish international, playing 37 times for the Spain national team, scoring 2 goals. So he is like a Wijnaldum type of midfielder, a box-to-box midfielder. And Christian Falk said that in the team there are rumors that Thiago Alcantara wants to join Bayern Munich. He told his teammates that he is dreaming of playing for Liverpool, and that is absolutely brilliant. Liverpool have been handed a massive boost in their pursuit of Thiago Alcantara because according to Bild, the 29-year-old Thiago cut off the contract talks during negotiations because he wasn't happy with the terms that Bayern Munich offered him, and now Bayern have to sell him, otherwise they will lose him on a free transfer next summer. His contract only has 1 more year to run, so that is very interesting in my opinion. The feeling among Bayern stars, according to the Sport Bild newspaper, is that the player is ready for a new challenge away from Germany, and that challenge may very well come in the form of a move to Liverpool, with Liverpool thought to be heavily interested. Jurgen Klopp is a big fan of Thiago Alcantara. He watches the Bundesliga regularly, Jurgen Klopp. He has still good connections with the Bundesliga, so I'm sure that it won't take long until Jurgen Klopp hits up Thiago Alcantara and they can talk it out. Because according to the report, Jurgen Klopp is a long-time admirer of Thiago Alcantara, but before he was not on the market. He had a long contract at Bayern Munich, but now because his contract is running out, it looks like he wants to move to Liverpool, and that is absolutely fantastic. But also we have to mention Barcelona have a buyback clause inserted into the contract. They sold Thiago Alcantara a long time ago. As I said, he played 7 seasons in Bayern, won 7 league titles, which is just absolutely mind-blowing to me, absolutely incredible. But when he was sold to Bayern Munich from Barcelona, Barcelona inserted a buyback clause in his contract, which is for just 25 million euros, which is 22.5 million pounds, and Barcelona would be absolutely crazy if they didn't exercise that clause. But the problem is Thiago Alcantara doesn't want to go back to Barcelona. He has been there, he has done that. He won 2 trophies at 2 league titles and 8 trophies in total with Barcelona. So he doesn't see himself as a a man who would go back to Barcelona. So Bayern already extended the contracts of Manuel Neuer and Alphonso Davies, and it looked like it was a matter of time until Thiago also signs a new contract, but that deal remains unsigned, and Thiago now spoke to his teammates and revealed that he would like to move to Liverpool. And Thiago has recently missed some action in the Bayern Munich midfield because of injury, and Leon Goretzka stepped up and he played a very pivotal role in the last few games for Bayern Munich, and he has been playing alongside Joshua Kimmich at the base of the midfield. So maybe Thiago feels that he is not valued enough at Bayern Munich, and also Goretzka's outstanding form is not the reason for Thiago's decision, although Goretzka is likely to remain in the deeper position if Kai Havertz, for example, arrives in the summer at Bayern Munich. Instead, Thiago is keen for a new experience, having won the league championship in every season where he played for Bayern Munich, and also he won 2 league titles with Barcelona before that in 3 years, which is also a very good record. But we have to say to just give you guys a complete picture that Thiago has his family settled in Germany, and also Bayern boss Hansi Flick has made Thiago an integral part of Bayern Munich side. And also there is the Bayern board, the likes of Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, Oliver Kahn, who remain keen for Thiago to stay and continue with the club. It will be difficult if Liverpool want to sign him, but I think we can get a cut price deal done for like 35-40 million pounds, something like that, because Thiago has only 1 year left on his contract, and Bayern, if Thiago doesn't sign a new contract, they have to sell him, otherwise they will lose him on a free transfer. And also Bayern Munich want to generate some funds because they are going for Leroy Sané, the Man City winger, is on the verge of going to Bayern Munich, and also they are looking at Kai Havertz, the Leverkusen wonder kid, and Bayern Munich want to sign him as well. So they need to get transfer funds in, and one of the ways in order to do that is to sell Thiago, who wants to leave and wants to try out a new challenge. And after Liverpool played Bayern Munich in the Champions League not too long ago, Jurgen Klopp called Thiago a world-class midfielder. This is what he said: "I've probably never seen Bayern Munich defend like that. Respect to them, as they made it difficult for us, although we had good situations where we missed that last touch." He commented this after Bayern left Anfield with a 0-0 draw. And of course, Liverpool won the second leg 3-1 in Munich, which was terrific. And Jurgen Klopp continued, "Thiago is a world-class footballer. He played that deep-lying playmaker role very well alongside Javi Martinez. They were both very, very good." So if you watched any of the Bayern Munich games, you know that Thiago is a very creative, technically gifted playmaker with excellent dribbling skills, ball control. He has an eye for goal, as I said. He has between 5 to 10 goals on average for Bayern Munich from a deep-lying playmaker role. He doesn't get forward as much as other midfielders, so I think 5 to 10 goals is actually pretty decent. And he is like a typical Spanish midfielder. He's very good on the ball, very silky. He has a good passing range, and also he's also capable of playing in a more advanced role as an attacking midfielder. He has very accurate passing stats. He possesses great technique, vision, and he maintained actually an above 90% pass success rate throughout the 2016-17 Bundesliga season, for example, higher than any other player in Germany. So he had the most successful passes, I mean the best pass accuracy in the whole season, in that season, which is absolutely fantastic, really, really impressive. And I'm sure that not many of you guys know this, but Thiago is actually the son of a former Brazilian footballer and 1994 World Cup winner Mazinho. He's not like the most famous Brazilian player, of course, but still, to be the son of a World Cup winner and to win so many titles is very, very impressive for Thiago. And I think Liverpool could have a place in the squad for Thiago Alcantara, because Wijnaldum's contract also expires next year, so maybe Jurgen Klopp is thinking of replacing Wijnaldum with Thiago, and I'm not sure it would be an upgrade, because Wijnaldum is also a world-class, brilliant midfielder. But it would be like a like-for-like replacement with Wijnaldum going somewhere else and Thiago coming in this summer, or maybe next summer when Wijnaldum leaves on a free transfer, we could get Thiago on a free transfer. And we also have to appreciate that the likes of Mbappe, Thiago and Jadon Sancho would love to play for Jurgen Klopp and Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, which is some turnaround after a decade of not being able to sign the very top players and having to settle for mostly like mid-table young stars or coming through players. Really hope that we take advantage of this, because Liverpool Football Club won't be this attractive forever. We might be this attractive for the next 3, 4, 5 years, but after that, you know, there could be other clubs emerging, and also in the Premier League, because it's so incredibly competitive. Who knows in 5 years where Liverpool will be in terms of their status in the Premier League. And it would be very difficult to attract these top players when you are just fighting for the top 4, which Liverpool usually do in the Premier League, apart from the last 2 or 3 seasons. And Pep Guardiola was asked a very interesting question in his press conference. What does he think if Liverpool become champions at their own stadium, the Etihad? And this was his answer. It doesn't matter, Liverpool are already champions. Wow, that is very, very interesting answer, and probably true that effectively Liverpool are already pretty much champions. We just need 5 more points from the last 8 games to get the title. But still, I'm sure that Manchester City and Guardiola will do everything in their powers to deny Liverpool winning the title at their stadium, because that's probably wouldn't be a good feeling for Pep Guardiola and for Man City. And there is a rivalry growing between Manchester City and Liverpool, because these are the 2 best teams in the Premier League now. For the 2 seasons in a row, we have been fighting it out with Manchester City for the title, so I'm sure that they would hate Liverpool winning their first title in 30 years at the Etihad Stadium. And Martin O'Neill, the former Irish Aston Villa manager, said that any manager would love to have 11 James Milners in their team. This is what he said about James Milner. Perhaps I took the fact that Milner wanted to leave my club too personally when we were getting a lot of money for him from Manchester City. At the end of the day, he was consistently excellent for us. We were doubling our money because he was irreplaceable for me. So he's saying that they sold Milner for twice as much as they bought him for, and he said this also. James was going there to Man City to further his career and certainly further his future financially. But to me, we were trying to compete with the likes of Manchester City and Tottenham at that particular point in time, maybe another season, and we might have done it. We might have overtook them. It was disappointing, but I've got to say I could not be more pleased for him getting the career and the medals he so thoroughly deserves. And I mean, James Milner won titles and trophies at Manchester City, and he has come to Liverpool and he has turned Liverpool into a winning club as well. Yes, of course, Jurgen Klopp and the other players had a big part to play, but I'm pretty convinced that James Milner is a leader in the dressing room, and he turned this club, Liverpool Football Club, into winners again. So James Milner started out as a winger, a tricky winger with bags of pace and ability, but O'Neill said that Milner can run with the ball, he can score you a goal. He was terrific for me. He was never my teacher's pet, but he was terrific for me. James just covered so much ground, O'Neill said. He's like the perfect professional. He doesn't drink, he puts everything into his training and his game. He has put football at the top of his list of priorities, so it's certainly no coincidence he's still going strong. Klopp played him in virtually every position at Liverpool. You would take 11 James Milners in your side if that were possible. I tried to get him first, and on deadline day he was less than 3 miles from Aston Villa's training ground, and he was told to go back. He would have been very cheap then, about 4 million if I recall. I chased him again and kept going, and when things weren't working out for him at Newcastle, we paid 12 million for him. Not bad business, and then they sold him to Man City for double that amount, and the rest is history. And later he went to Liverpool, and now James Milner has actually quite a few trophies in his cabinet. And what an incredible career James Milner had. He has 736 games in all competitions, 84 goals scored, 61 times he played for England. So in 2006 he won the Intertoto Cup with Newcastle, that was his first trophy, and then he won the Premier League twice with Manchester City. He won the FA Cup once, the League Cup and the Community Shield once as well. And then he won the Champions League with Liverpool, the UEFA Super Cup, the Club World Cup with Liverpool as well. And also he was the PFA Young Player of the Year in the 2009-10 season. So what a brilliant career James Milner had, absolutely fantastic. So in total he won 5 trophies with Man City. Now he has 3 trophies with Liverpool. The 4th is coming, the Premier League title, and hopefully we can add to that next season by winning the Community Shield, hopefully winning another Premier League title, and hopefully we can win another Champions League by the time James Milner either retires or leaves Liverpool. But he's still going strong at 33 years old. He's still a fantastic player. And Steven Gerrard spoke about who should get the Premier League Player of the Season award, which I think is very interesting. He said that Van Dijk, Mane, Trent Alexander-Arnold have been just as consistent as Henderson, but that Henderson's leadership skills could see him get the award in the end. If he got it, Henderson, I don't think anyone could argue or grumble about it. Gerrard said, oh, you know, many rival fans would argue about it, just my opinion. Gerrard continued, Jordan Henderson would deserve it as much as anyone else who is in the running for the award. I try to be non-biased when I talk about things like this. Kevin De Bruyne has been superb this season. The same goes for Van Dijk, Trent, Jordan Henderson, Sadio Mane. Any of them would deserve it. Would I like to see Jordan win it? Yes, absolutely. I would also like to see him win the Football Writers Award. In this day and age, with what we are going through and what we have seen of late, he's someone who commits himself fully to the game, and he's a real ambassador and a role model on and off the pitch for Liverpool and for England. It's the way he goes about his work, the quality he has shown consistently, and also his leadership skills. With these individual awards, I just think sometimes they have to be about more than what just happens on the pitch. I think Jordan is certainly deserving to be in the running for both. If he got both, I would be very pleased for him. And Gerrard is right, Jordan Henderson is not the flashiest midfielder, he's not like the highest scorer, he doesn't get the most assists, but he is still an incredible leader. And when Liverpool missed Jordan Henderson from their midfield, you could see that Liverpool weren't as effective, as potent, and we weren't winning as many games without Henderson in the team. And it's just clear that Henderson is a true leader, a true captain in the best sense of the word, and I think he deserves to win the Player of the Season award. I agree with Steven Gerrard, and that's where we end this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day. See you later, guys. Goodbye.